Hi everyone, ready for day 13 of Senior Yoga with Joanne. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to start in a standing position today with my favorite pose, the standing twist. I'll meet you on your mat. Begin by allowing your arms to move freely. Allow your knees to bend and come up to the toes of one foot at a time. You can make this movement as large or small, as fast or slow as you like. See how much movement you can bring all the way down into your feet. We're going to be warming up the joints in our body. Your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders. You're twisting your spine too. Allow your whole body to be in movement. Now bring your awareness to your breath. And as you continue to move, you're going to find a smooth, even breath, where your inhale and exhale are about the same length. So take your time. Maybe you want to slow your movement. Maybe you want to speed up some. Doesn't matter. And awareness on your breath now. Allow your breath to flow. Letting go of any tension in your body. Just let it go with the breath. Let it go with this movement. Allow yourself to be here and now, your body and your breath. And allow yourself to slow down as you're ready. Take your time. There's no need to hurry. Feel your heart open, shoulders down and back. Plant your feet beneath you. You're in your Tadasana pose. Your second toe is pointed forward. You have a nice balance of weight from front to back on your feet. Your knees soften just a bit, allowing your tailbone to reach toward the earth. Feel your navel reach toward your spine and lift toward your rib cage. Keep your rib cage relaxed, your heart open, shoulders released from your ears. Now lengthen through the back of your neck and reach through the crown of your head. And just take a moment here, eyes open or closed, just to stand here with your breath. Now we're going to roll down slowly into a rag doll. Begin by tucking your chin toward your chest and slowly take your time. Feel like you can roll down one vertebra at a time. So rounding your shoulders, rounding your spine. As you get towards your hips, you're going to let your knees bend more. Continue to roll down. Just let your arms dangle in front of you. Now you can certainly rest your arms, your elbows above your knees, or you can release your arms all the way down toward the floor. Shake out your head and neck. And breathe. This is one of the best ways that you can release that tension from your head and neck, is just allow the crown of your head to reach toward the floor. And just shake your head a little bit. You can even do the same. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. So in this ragdoll pose, as much or as little movement as you want with your breath. Soften your knees and slowly begin rolling up. Taking your time, no need to hurry. You're just reversing how you roll down. Allow your head to be the very last to sit on top. Pause here for a moment with your breath. Open your heart. And let's come into a gentle standing back bend. Remember, this doesn't have to be extreme. Try to keep your tailbone reaching toward the earth and your navel toward your spine. So just the gentle standing back bend as you lengthen front and back body. And return to standing and loosen yourself up. We're going to move now into frog pose. Separate your feet, bend your knees, toes turn out. Your knees can stay stacked over your ankles. It's fine if one leg straightens at a time. Shoulders away from your ears, find your breath, deep inhale. Exhale, right shoulder forward and look at the ceiling over your left shoulder. Deep inhale here and exhale, left shoulder forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, right shoulder forward. Now we're going to hold this for a couple rounds of breath. You can be looking up or down, doesn't matter. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Gently press back through your knees, or you can let that leg straighten out. Now inhale through center and exhale, left shoulder forward. So consciously lengthen the distance between your shoulders and your ears. That left leg can straighten out if you want, or you can keep it bent. Inhale through center. Rest here for a moment and bring your toes to point forward. You're going to come into another twist here. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to place your right hand evenly in between your feet on the floor. So you can have your fingertips, maybe your palm touches, doesn't matter. Just about even distance. You're going to extend your left arm in the air or bend that left elbow. And then you're going to twist and look up at the ceiling. Try to keep your hips squared. It's easy to bend one leg. So your legs are pretty straight. Your hips are squared. You're twisting. And then let's switch hands. That right arm can extend, or you can have it resting on your back. Once more to each side. Hold as long as you wish. Let your weight rock toward the balls of your feet a little bit more on this side. Moving with your breath. And I'll meet you back in center if you're ready to be finished with this pose. And let's come to center, hanging ragdoll pose. Shake out your head and neck. Or if you want, you can look forward. That's fine. Now let's come up. And have you heel toe your feet back together. Shake yourself out. Let's take a couple side bends just to stretch out the torso and move the spine in the side bends. This time I'm going to have you extend your arms above your head, bend your elbows, your hands are clasped together. Now, if this isn't good for your shoulders, it's fine if your arms are by your sides. It's up to you. And you're going to push your hips to the right as you bring your arms over to the left. Now the up shoulder might be pushing forward, so gently ease it back. Now let's inhale through center and exhale. So this is the movement. You take it at your own pace. You can have your arms down. You can certainly do side bends without your arms extended. Just feel that side bend. You want to feel your spine bending, not twisting. One way you know it's twisted is if this top shoulder drops down or if this hip drops forward. So just feel that front part of your body open and long. Go ahead and even up your sides. And let's come back. Pausing with your breath. We're going to do one more standing pose together, and then we'll move down to the floor to a mid-level pose. We are going to work on our Warrior 3 pose today, which is also known as airplane pose. So you can come to the top of your mat, or step forward as much as you want. Now, in Warrior 3, your shoulders, your hips, and your knees are facing the same direction. One way to always know if your hip is opening and your knee is out is if your foot flops out to the side. So you want to keep all of your joints in one line. So I'm going to have you start by placing your hands at your hips. And you're going to step back as far as you can with your left foot, but your heel is not on the floor. Okay? So this assures that you have more weight in your right leg than your left. You're kind of pressing into that right foot, your knees stacked over your ankle, your hips are squared. So this is our starting point here. Find your breath. As you're ready, you're going to lift that left foot up off the floor. Just even if it's just a quarter of an inch, maybe you want to reach and hold on to something to get it up. Remember, you're trying to keep your hips squared. So see if you can lift that leg. Maybe it's just a little bit of a lift. Maybe you can come all the way forward. Again, it's fine if you're holding on. You can extend your arms if you want. And release as you're ready. Move yourself around. How'd that feel? Nice. Okay. Same pose, but this time you're going to be lifting your right leg. Finding your Tadasana pose. Feel the strength of your center. Step back this time with your right foot. Make sure that your heel is not touching the floor. Your toes are all pointed forward. Just make sure that this assures you that all your joints are pointed the same direction. Hands on your hips, and as you're ready, see if you can lift that right foot up off the floor. Even if it's just a quarter of an inch, it's fine. Just come as far as you can. Maybe you find yourself coming in and out of this pose. Maybe you need to find a more comfortable position on your mat. So just play with this. And breathe. It's fine if your arms are down. It's fine if that foot's just barely off the floor. Just encouraging that strength to come to your standing leg. And release as you're ready. Nice. Move yourself around. Let's come into a couple standing cat-cow pose. So you're going to bend your knees, hands right above your knees. Your heart is open. Deep inhale. Exhale. Now round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale as you open your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale as you round your spine. Inhale as you open. Lift your tailbone. You want this curve of your lower back here. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, and we'll do one more round. Exhale, rounding your spine. Press your pelvic floor forward as you tuck your chin. And then inhale, open. Now next, we are going to be coming into a mid-level pose. So take your time coming down to the floor, this mid-level pose. You're going to be on your knees. So if you want, maybe you want to have a blanket underneath your knees. Put one under mine just to see what it feels like. Gives you a little bit more padding. Now, if you come into this pose and it doesn't feel good, if you can't be resting on your knees, I'm just going to ask you to come to a seated pose or maybe lie on your back and do some work with your breath. So in your mid-level pose, Just like in your standing pose, your spine is long, crown of your head stacked over your tailbone, your shoulders are stacked over your hips, and your navel's reaching into your spine. So you're going to stay tall on your left leg, and you're going to bring your right leg out. Now here, it's easy to lean into that left leg and let the hip come out, but what you're going to try to do is square your hips forward and even out your hips. It's easy to lift that right leg too. So, okay, feel the strength of that left leg. Right leg's extended. Your toes can be pointed forward or out, whichever feels best for you. Now we're going to begin by placing the right hand on the right leg and bring your left arm up. So you can take this bend as far as you want. Your hips are still facing forward. You're lengthening this side. You can certainly bend that left arm. And breathe. Gently pressing your hips forward. Lengthen. Now, come back to center. You're going to take your left hand now and place your left hand on the floor. You can be on your fingertips or your fist. Maybe your palm comes all the way to the floor. See this lengthening of your right leg, right side of your body, and bring your right arm up, where you can rest here, or you can bring your right arm straight up over so your bicep is by your ear. Gently press your hips forward, relax your rib cage, and breathe. And breathe. It's fine if the elbow's bent. Center stays strong. Breathe. Now let's release. And just come into a child's pose or rest in a table pose. You can stack your fists if you wish and rest your forehead on your fists. And gently bring yourself up. And again, if this hurts your knees, it's fine if you're in a seated pose or doing another posture while we're doing this. Okay. So find your foundation first. Every time we come into a pose, you want to build your foundation, and you can move out of your foundation. Crown of your head over your tailbone, heart open, shoulders over hips. Now, you're going to extend your left leg. Remember, you want to keep your right hip right underneath your right shoulder. Your left toes can be pointed forward or out, whatever feels best. Rest your left hand on your left leg and bring your right arm up. Maybe just here, maybe you just want to feel this. Maybe you can bend some, and your arm can be at your back. And breathe. Relax your rib cage and breathe. Let your hips press forward just a little bit, keeping your hips squared. Keep the strength of your center. Now you're going to let your left hand float to the floor. Notice your right hand. You can be on your fists or fingertips. Lengthen that left leg and bring your left arm up, or it can come by bring your bicep by your ear. Press your hips forward. This arm can be resting at your back if you want. And breathe. Where can you create a little bit more strength? Where can you create a little bit more space? And allow your breath to flow. Nice. Gently release and allow yourself to rest in child's pose. Breathe. Move around if you want. Find a more comfortable position to rest in if you wish. Next, we'll be coming to our back. You can keep a blanket handy for your head later. Actually, you can have it underneath your head now if you want. It's up to you. Another thing you're going to want for this next set of asana is a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a sock. Whatever you want to use is fine. So please now allow yourself to come to your back, and you're going to start with your knees bent. And feel the earth support the weight of your body. Allow your eyes to close. Lift your head, tuck your chin, place your head back on the floor again. Just feel that lengthening of the back of your neck. Now take your strap and you're going to place it over your right foot and extend that right leg in the air. Your left leg can stay bent or you can extend it. First you're going to pull with both hands. You're stretching out the back of your calf and into your hamstring. There's a softness of your knee. Your head stays on the floor. Your neck and shoulders stay relaxed. If you want to point and flex that foot, go ahead. Maybe you can rotate your ankle. Maybe a massage feels good here. Relax your upper body. Now place both straps in your right hand. Take your left hand right on top of your left hip bone and open your right leg up and out to the right. And breathe. And breathe. Now bring that right leg in the air. If your left leg was bent, I'm going to have you extend it on the floor. And then take both straps in your left hand now and bring your right leg over to the left side of your body. Your knee can bend or it can extend. My shelf's in the way here, so I couldn't have to bend it. This is going to get into your IT band and fully stretch your piriformis. Let your body be relaxed. It's okay if this right shoulder lifts up a little bit. And allow your breath to flow. Breathe. And release. You can take that strap off. You can shake that leg out. And then you'll take the strap over your left foot. Extend that leg in the air. If you don't have a strap today, you can certainly do these without a strap. You can just hold on. That might be easier to rotate and point and flex if you want, but you always want that softness of your knee. So strap, without strap, soft dish towel, whatever you're using is fine. I'm going to feel this lengthening of the back of your left leg. No burning at the knee, please. Upper body stays relaxed, head and shoulders stay relaxed. Now both straps go in that left hand and open your left leg up and out. Again, my shelf's in the way. It's okay. Just open as far as you can. Your knee can bend or you can stay extended. And breathe. Now bring that left leg up, both straps in your right hand, and you're going to bring your left leg to the right side of your body. Ooh, feel this through. So this comes through your glutes, stretches out your IT band, stretches out your piriformis. That left shoulder can lift off the floor a bit if you want, it's fine. Your left leg can be extended or bent. And breathe. Oh, and bring that left leg in the air. Shake it out a little bit. And let's come into a bridge pose. Knees bent, toes pointed forward, arms at your sides, and lift into bridge. Feel your navel reach toward your spine. Feel the stretch through your quads now. Knees pointed forward.
And slowly roll down. Let your tailbone be the last to touch. Then give your knees a great big hug. You can lift your head here if you wish, or keep your head on the floor. Now we're going to come into a spinal twist together. Feet are going to come down to the floor. You're going to open your arms as much as you want. You want to keep your shoulder blades down on the floor. Chin is tucked. Now you're going to lift into a baby bridge pose. You're going to swing your hips over to the left, set your right hip on the floor, and bring both knees over to the right side of your body. Now you're going to try to keep that left shoulder as close to the floor as possible. So if you need to move your hand in toward your mat, it's fine. So that left shoulder's down. If this doesn't feel comfortable and you need to try it again, that's fine. Remember, we always want these spinal twists in particular to be really comfortable. If you want, you can take your right hand to that left leg and gently ease it down. Breathe. And gently release. Take your time. Feet on the floor. Reposition your hips. Just rest here for a moment. Let your energy settle. And give your knees a great big hug. This time, go ahead and lift your head. Bring your forehead toward your knees. Pull your elbows down toward your feet. And release your head. Release your feet. And bring your arms out as far as you want. You want your shoulder blades on the floor. Chin tuck, lift into a baby bridge. And this time you're going to swing both hips to the right. Let that left hip come down and bring both knees over to the left side of your body. Reposition that right hand if you need. You want to keep that right shoulder as close to the floor as possible. If you wish to take your left hand on top of that right knee, go ahead. And allow your breath to flow. Gently release. Come to your back. Reposition your hips. Rest here for a moment. Pick your feet up off the floor and give your knees a great big hug. This time maybe you want to make some circles. Maybe you just want to hug. Maybe you want to lift your head. Whatever feels good to do. And then let your feet come to the floor. Extend your legs if you wish. And we'll take a few minutes in Shavasana. Close your eyes or maybe cover your eyes with your eye pillow. Gently peel your tongue from the roof of your mouth if it's there, and allow your breath to flow. Let yourself go. No longer holding on to the weight of your body. And breathe. And gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel your belly rise toward the ceiling as you inhale. your navel reach towards your spine as you exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Extend your arms above your head. Stretch. Press your feet away from you. Press your fingertips away from you and breathe. Big stretch. And release. Take a moment here if you wish to thank yourself for the time that you've given yourself today. And gently roll to one side as you're ready. Take your time, no need to hurry. If you have an eye pillow, you can just gently let it slip off your eyes. Roll over and rest on your side with your breath. And gently bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Sitting on a pillow if you wish. Allow your spine to lengthen. Allow your eyes to close. And feel your breath flow. We'll close today with one Om. Please feel free to join in if you wish. Let's begin with a cleansing breath. A complete inhale and a deep exhale. Deep inhale. Bring your hands to your heart if you wish. Allow your eyes to open if you wish. And on the count of 3, we'll say namaste to one another. 1, 2, 3, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your time today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you here again soon. Bye.